In the last video, I showed you how to stack my cake dummies and how to put everything together. And in this tutorial, I wanted to show you how I cover my cake dummies in fondant. I have a little piece taken out for my edible cake, and the rest is cake dummy with the sizes 8, 6, 5, 4, and 3 inches. I will show you my favorite method and the fastest method to cover cake dummies in fondant. I call it torn paper because it kind of resembles stacked paper in a way, and I'm going to work with fondant for that. So for my cake dummies, I use Wilton fondant because it's the cheapest I can get, but I have to wear gloves because Wilton fondant is not gluten-free and I have celiac, so I have to stay away from gluten. I will need fondant, cornstarch. To attach my fondant to dummy cakes, I always use piping gel, and I dilute it with a little bit of water so it gets a little bit easier to apply. A rolling pin and a touch of stylus powder. If you've never worked with fondant, this method is the easiest to get started with. Make sure that you're warming up and you're stretching your fondant before you start adding stylus powder or do any manipulation with your design. I will add about half a teaspoon of stylus powder into my fondant and mix everything together. I know that the width of my cake is 3 inches and I need to roll out a strip to cover this indentation first. So I think something like this should be enough. And I'm leaving my fondant a little bit thicker, maybe 1/8 of an inch. So it looks like I have enough fondant to cover it. I will take my piping gel mixed with a little bit of water and apply onto my styrofoam. And I will take my fondant and place it into my indentation. Like this, you can see I have the insides of my cake dummy covered in fondant. And because I use stylus powder, it's going to dry and firm up completely when I'm going to place my real cake inside this part. I'm not going to disturb my fondant. The next step is I will start to building my design on my cake. And the method I use, or that's what I call it torn paper. What it is take your pieces of fondant. You can take scraps, you can take fresh fondant. If you're working with a very stretchy fondant, such as Wilton, I would suggest you to add a touch of stylus powder. Like this, you can see my fondant is basically see-through. You need to roll it out as thin as possible. Now, to create the actual design, I will take my piece of fondant and I will smooth some of the edges by removing a touch of fondant. I'll show you. So, see the difference when I'm tearing this edge or this is staying smooth? I prefer the torn edge. And if you're like me looking for ways to automate everything, I use pasta attachment on my KitchenAid, and for this technique I just take a piece of fondant, add a lot of cornstarch on all sides and gradually increase the number on my machine, then make it as thin as possible. I go all the way to the number 8, so that is as thin as it gets. And I will put my piece of fondant on a table to cool down and flatten a little bit before I'm going to apply it onto my cake. And I take my pieces of fondant, apply a thin layer of piping gel mixed with water, and I just continue building my design, overlapping my fondant with the previous layer. You can see there are a lot of imperfections, but that's what gives this technique this unique texture when you can overlap a few different layers and add this dimension to your cake with this torn paper technique. And you can tear it apart or you can leave it straight. I love to give it a little bit more extra interest. And I will take my cake smoother to bring everything together. So you can see it's all coming together. So I will keep building this design and maybe add a touch of bas relief and pearls and wafer paper flowers, and I will show you the results. Now you know how to make my torn paper fondant design. I hope you'll give it a try. I will decorate this cake with pearls, wafer paper flowers, and all the other elements, and bake and place my real cake. I will post more on social media, and I will see you in the next tutorial.